some couple of questions. The UAE on Tuesday has sent a letter to the United Nations Security Council and the Secretary General as well, asking them to invoke Article 7 in context of the reopening of Strait of Hormuz, which explicitly calls for the use of force. As a member of the UNSC, as a non-permanent member of the UNSC, and as an ally to the UAE, would Pakistan be backing such a demand? Number one. Number two, in the 5-point peace plan, the point number one that says onto the lower end, it says provision of humanitarian aid to all war-affected areas. Does that also include Pakistan calling for provision of humanitarian aid to Israel? And in the context of the Urumqi talks, what is the state of Operation Ghazab Lil Haq? Last week you said that it has resumed,
So
but
this is your third
this
question.
is my third question. Yes. What is the status of Operation Ghazab Lil Haq? Because last week you said it has resumed, and now with the talks, is it at a pause? Is there a ceasefire? Is it continuing? I mean, if you can clarify. Thank you.
पूछ ले बाद में आप. So first of all, on this UAE letter to the President of the Security Council under Chapter 7, I understand there's also a resolution, draft resolution before the Security Council uh, on this issue, and there have been calls to invoke Chapter 7 in the context of the situation in the Strait of Hormuz. We are part of this discussion, as you mentioned. We are a member of the Security Council. I think the dynamics of the Security Council is that first of all, these consultations are taking place behind closed doors. So you should not expect me to divulge on the details that the Security Council itself conceals. This is the first point. The second point is that yes, we are attached. We are engaged with the relevant parties. I understand Bahrain is the president of the Security Council for this month, so we remain engaged with our with this process, and we would obviously formulate our position on these issues when they reach a certain level of completion before any action is required on these issues in the Security Council. The second part of your questionnaire was with UAE. UAE, I've answered. Provision of humanitarian aid. Provision of humanitarian aid was in general sense. You know, there have been reports of shortages of medicine, shortages of essential supplies. So it was in this context, and it was non-specific towards any country. Operation Ghazab Lil Haq, there's no material change to Operation Ghazab Lil Haq that I announced last week. So I believe the operation is on, and our security forces, I think, took some action a few days ago as well. So there's no change in that operation with respect to any talks taking place.